Not the way I wanted to start a video, but what just happened?
I don't know. Something went poppy and my car caught on fire.
Yeah. And we're not even in the shop yet. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. Walzer's car caught on fire. So he was having issues with it going into gear, and we're not sure why. And we just got my car out of the shop, and we were about to pull his in to see what was going on. And I get out of my car, and I hear a poof, and then smoke. And I said, "What's smoking?" He goes, "I don't know." And then we popped the hood, and there was a fire down there. So
And it popped out of gear.
it's either a clutch line or something, but we're gonna let this thing cool down, make sure there ain't no more fire no more, which there isn't now, but we want to make sure it doesn't reignite. So we're gonna let this thing fully cool down before we put it back in the shop to really see what's going on. And yeah, so we're gonna either fix it.
You know what we have to do?
What do we gotta do?
We need to finish the wagon. We're gonna send the wagon. That's what we're gonna do. Yep. Well, Matt, we're gonna see how well your fucking car works.
I guess we're gonna do the wagon. So
We just had to finish the exhaust, right?
it's exhaust.
And the lollipop mounts that fix the caster, and that should.
Did you buy those?
Yep. Brand new.
Okay, so we have offset bushings and exhaust to do on a wagon, and then you can just take the wagon.
And we're gonna see how well it works.
It doesn't work bad. The only thing is I don't like in it is the shifter. Which, don't you have a stock shifter?
Yeah.
So if we put a stock shifter back in it, that's not all. None of that's hard. But we just gotta do that, and then just make it decent enough to have. Dang it. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna talk about this, and next clip you'll know more. All right, guys, so we got the wagon in here now. We went ahead and got the old exhaust here put back on, V-band clamped back on there. Got this Y pipe and a flex pipe. So now we're gonna mock up from here back to the muffler as soon as we find some hangers to get the muffler hanging. But unfortunately, we did find an issue right up in there. If you guys can see, one of the brake lines are rusting through. So that's one of the couple things we're gonna have to fix for this thing before we can get this car ready for the track. Because we're trying to get him to get this thing going for DOD. You know, his car unfortunately caught on fire a little bit, and we don't really have the time to deal with all that right now. So this is literally just a shifter, exhaust, and now a brake line away from being good. So we're gonna try to mock this shit up and see what we got going on. Hey. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
But update on the BMW. So still no word on the brake line yet, but we figure we might as well go ahead and get this exhaust done. So we are going to use this piece that they already had made, because why not? We got this piece here. We're going to have another elbow, and we're going to put a V-band right here. So if you look over here, what I'm going to go ahead and do is tack weld the V-band right here, and then we're going to slide this piece on, tack weld it all, and then once it's all tacked, we'll drop it and then weld it all together. And it's looking a lot better. So Wes, y'all saw that video. He's buttoning this thing up, still working on his doors over here. Hi. But we're going to tack this up and probably go home and eat pizza, and then return on this tomorrow. So, but next clip, I'll show you guys this all tacked together.
I bet you can get roasted in the comments for not using gloves.
It's all right. I get roasted about a bunch of things in the comments, but you know what? It's okay. I'm just human. All right, well, we got the Y band. We got the Y pipe tack welded, got the flex pipe tack welded, the V band tack welded, got this 45 here with a little bit of trimming action going on. And then this monstrosity of, no, I need that. Not really monstrosity, more just like make it work. And then we do got to figure out a hanger situation so that we could twist this a little and get that a little bit more sitting a little better. Let me see how this looks back here. Oh yeah, we got to twist that a lot. We'll figure that out. We can literally loosen the V-band, twist it a little bit, and it'll be fine. But, all right, well, I'm gonna go eat, and we will revisit this tomorrow. All right, so what we got here, we got some brake line, some copper line here. We got even a longer one just in case, a piece on the brake line on the car side. Brakes, we got some steel nuts and some unions and stuff like that. So Walzer is not able to be here today. He's got some family matters to attend to, but I'm gonna get this broken loose. It's actually seized, so I'm gonna have to figure out, get creative and get that off because I need this little bracket here. So I need to get that bracket off and get this soft line out of the way. He ordered new steel braided lines, so we're just gonna replace those, which isn't a big deal, or at least definitely just gonna replace this one for this weekend. And yeah, so what I'm gonna try to do is get this brake line up in there. As you can see, it's up there, and get it out and try to get this one bent and see if this right here alone is long enough, you know, whether it's exactly bent the same way or if I just, you know, skip a couple bends just to make it work good, then we'll be all right. So I'm gonna get the old one out and try to get this one in. Well, simple enough. I just took the Sawzall and just ran it really close to this. I need to get a little like body saw or something like that, but cut that off because as you can see, that line nut was actually seized to the line. So I needed this little bracket right here, which I mean, it got a little boogered up. I'll clean that up, paint it, it'll be fine. So I need that for the new line and the braided line that's gonna go on there. So that's good. We'll get this all cleaned up, get this old line out of here. And I think I'm gonna route it a tiny bit of a different way just to free up some space. Cause as you can see, it goes kind of up, back, over, back, and then back over this way, which is a little asinine, but here's what it is. We'll get this one out and see what we got. All right, so yeah, like you could see, this is the old one here. It's got a lot of bends and twists and whatnot. I had to bend it a little bit right there, but not a big deal because it's really, really crusty. If it wasn't gonna leak from one spot, it was gonna leak from here as well. So I don't know if this one is gonna be long enough, but we're gonna try. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this in the spot of where the soft line goes, and then see if I can get this to the other side without kinking the line that is on the car still. So, because I don't really want to kink that line because it's currently still good, and I want to be able to reuse that without having to cut it, put a union in, and fix that line. So let's see if we can get this one in. All right, well, we got it all ran up in there. I got to tighten this bracket actually. I'm just seeing that, so I'll tighten that up so that that's in place. Got it ran over here to the bracket. So once we get this new line, as you can see, I had to cut it. So this line is no good no more. So we'll get the new line for this side, put it on there. That'll be all good. Probably won't mess with this one because this one's not leaking, and we'll just keep the brake line just for, you know, I know you're supposed to do them in pairs, but we're at a time crunch and I really don't want to take the chance of that line breaking. So we'll just leave this one alone, maybe spray it just for future reference. But I wiped some of this stuff down. It's real grimy under here because this car was from up north. So I think next what I'm gonna do is pull this exhaust down and finish welding up the back half of the exhaust at least. And then I'll work on getting the front welded up just because we're trying to chip away at this to get this all done for DOD, which is literally this weekend. So I think Chris, Orion, and Matt are actually coming tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So I'm not sure exactly when this video is going out, maybe Friday, whatever, but I believe they're gonna be here tomorrow. So I think Walzer is street driving this, Chris is street driving the Jenny. I'm not street driving my car. I don't have tag, nothing like that. So I will be trailering my car. Plus I think I'm gonna take the enclosed, so it's supposed to be really cold. But that being said, I'm trying to get as much done tonight as possible. So when they're here tomorrow, if this car is done and good, all we gotta do is bleed the brakes. We can do it, get it off the lift, whatever. Because if you watch Chris's channel, you know he is trying to get a diff put in the Jenny. I found him a couple, I think Orion found him a couple, and I think we ended up finding him the same one, which Orion, I believe, is gonna go drive and get tonight, which would be sick for Chris. I was gonna go get it. The guy's kind of back and forth with answering me, and it's a 4.5 hour drive, and I can't just up and leave. It's a real big time crunch. It just wouldn't have worked out. So I tried to help. I have another one here local, but it was way too much money. So, but we're gonna get this chipped away and then probably pick this back up when exhaust is all welded. All right, so I got the exhaust, at least the back half, all welded. I need to actually run home and put the Christmas tree up and stuff, so they're gonna do that tonight. So all I gotta do is the front half tomorrow, and then get the braided line put on, and then bleed this, and then wait for Walzer to get here so we can bleed the brakes and all that good stuff. But Wes is here.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
You ready for that Miata to be done? We almost done.
It'll never be done.
It'll never be done.
I just want to drive it for real.
Yeah, you see the comments where people were giving you some suggestions for the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, so we'll figure out some stuff on what colors to do. We got Orion over here on the Kick stream.
We watching that boy.
We watching that boy.
watching
Go
that
follow
boy.
him on Kick. I think it's Life OD.
Yeah.
What's his Kick thing? There you go.
OD.
Go hit him up on the Kick. Go watch him. So they're gonna be here probably late tomorrow. Like I said, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, you know, the day after Tuesday. And then we're gonna be working on the Jenny and the Wagon, getting all that good and getting it all ready. So I am going to go home, put my Christmas tree up, and pick back up on this tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. All right, boys, so UPS just came, got us the brake lines we need. So I'm gonna get one of these out and get these put on this car, because I need to start putting brake fluid in it, start getting the brake lines all bled and the brakes all bled and everything. So this one still seems to be good. Doesn't really look wet. I'm really hoping that one doesn't bust, but there's a chance. So besides these brake lines, I gotta get the front half of the exhaust welded up, which isn't gonna take me long at all, but I need to do this, and I need to put brake fluid in it and start pumping them up to see if that line is gonna pop or not, because if it is, we got to do more. So I hate brakes so much, but you got to do it, right? So I'm going to get this unraveled and put it in the car. All right, well, I got the line bled. It all went through here. It's all good, but it's not all good, because if you look right there, it's leaking from that line. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. So unfortunately, we have to make a line that goes from there down, around, and we'll probably put a union here once we figure out if this is the line or if this is the line. Because if you've ever done brakes, and once you replace one line, more pop. So unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to, yeah, look at that, right there, that guy right there. Yep. So we're gonna have to cut this line, make a new one. We have the line, so we'll be all right. We just gotta make it, which is just time consuming and annoying, but is what it is. Nothing to it but to do it. So I'm gonna put my little drain pan here, let that drip down, and I guess wait till Walzer gets here to let him know the bad news so that we can get this thing going, because I actually need to get this car off the lift ASAP, because I need to put the tow truck in here because it's supposed to snow tonight. But other than that, we need the lift. Well, we need to fix this, and we also need to fix Chris's car, which they should be here late tonight, early tomorrow morning kind of thing. So let's get Walzer here and get this brake line fixed. Well, I will be the first one to admit that I hate brake lines. Literally despise them. I don't know if it's the tool I'm using, if it's the wrong flares that I'm making, or if I'm just using the tool wrong and making the wrong flares or something, or that, whatever. But I'm having issues with this. I got all of the threads and stuff right. I got all the fittings right, all that stuff. But now they're leaking from between the fitting and the new brake line. So that being said, I phoned a friend. I called Brian. I said, hey man, I think I'm terrible at brake lines. I've always hated doing brake lines. I've always hated messing with brake fluid, besides like bleeding brakes is fine. But actually making them, flaring them, stuff like that, never been a fan. Never think I'll ever be a fan, to be honest with you. So hopefully today he's going to come and look at these for us to see if we can get this going. But unfortunately, Chris, Orion, and Matt showed up last night, so we do got to put Chris's car on the lift and get his subframe and all that kind of stuff worked out for his diff. So this will be coming off so that we can do that. Now, I don't think that's going to take us that long, so this can go back on the lift, whatever. But again, I just wanted to just voice that. I don't know if any of you guys ever, wanted to throw a wrench through a windshield because of brake lines, but I definitely have. So other than that, There's a couple other things that I could do to finish this up, like, you know, finish up the exhaust, which is basically almost done, and then wait for Walzer to get here. Let me know where the shifter and stuff is, because shifter, exhaust, brake lines, car's pretty much good. So I don't really think there was anything else that we needed to do besides like mount a fire extinguisher to make this thing safe. He's not going to be putting the bucket seats in it because bucket seats with a 3-point harness just isn't safe. So we don't have a harness bar to put in this, and plus he doesn't really want to go full-fledged drift car with this thing, even though it kind of is already because of the cut quarters and whatnot. But we're trying to chip things away, or trying to get things chipped away while also moving forward. So we'll see. I know there's been a bunch of issues with a bunch of people's cars. I know Sean's having issues with his car. My buddy James is having issues with his car. Walzer's having issues with his car. Honestly, I mean, shit, even Chris has issues with his car, but those are kind of, I don't want to say self-inflicted issues, but he wants to change some things, which is not bad. CJ also is, I believe, having some issues with his car, or maybe Jess's, his car, his girlfriend's G35 that I actually sold them. Had a clogged clutch line or something. So a lot of people are having some issues, but we're going to get it all figured out, and we're still going to have a good weekend. I know it's going to sound kind of shitty, but I got to wash my car. That's it. Just wash my car. Oil's good. Clutch is good. Brakes are good. Radiator's good. Tires. There it is. I got to mount some tires. Not a big deal. I got some tires over here. I also, little sneak peek, I bought some wheels yesterday that may or may not be staying with us. We're actually going to try to test fit them on the van for Matt. So I got these right here. They're reps. Don't go crazy. They're not real CR Kais, but they're lookalikes. But you know, whatever. We're balling on a budget right now. And if it looks good from here, then why not? You couldn't even tell the difference. Who cares about the center cap? But they're bronze 18s. I'm hoping that the offsets and the sizes of these fit his van, because he was telling me how shitty of a ride the van is right now with the big ass tire. It's got a lot of body roll. He also did have a lot of stuff in his van, but you know, we're trying to help Matt out. Matt deserves a good, fun, reliable car, and if I can help by finding him a deal to make his van even better, then why wouldn't I do so? Also, you're gonna have to hop over on their channel, but we have some ideas to lower his car down a little bit, because it seems like no one really has any good coilovers for the, I don't know if it's a first gen or second gen Odyssey, but anyways, it's like the 95, 96, 97 body style. We're seeming to not be able to find coilovers or springs or whatever. I know you could use like Honda cord on the front and then make stuff work on the back, but we haven't got like a cut and dry answer for that. So either way, that being said, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna work on getting this off the lift. I'm going to go wake Chris, Orion, and Matt up. We're going to get some working on that. I got to split some wood. I'm probably going to give Orion an axe. It'll be a good day. So let's go. Look who's here. Are you aggravated like I was aggravated last night? Yeah? I think you're less aggravated because it's actually working.
Yeah.
So he went and got, what we ended up doing is completely getting a whole new line from this union all the way over to the brake line over here, so that it's one solid line, no more extra union bullshit. He actually figured out, what'd you say, it was someone else? They actually gave you the wrong fitting?
The wrong thing.
Yeah, so it was the wrong unions, wrong fittings, whatever. So we got the right stuff now. Hopefully it's good. And then we can finish the exhaust up like I've been saying. And then what about that shifter? Are we just going to have to run a sloppy shifter for now? Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I gotta find it.
Yeah. But Chris and Matt are here.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
So they're here, and Matt's gonna get excited about seeing this thing drift. Are you gonna try to convince Walzer to let you drive it?
Oh, no, you're
That would be sick.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah?
But don't I need a fire suit and shit?
No, not for this. So you only need fire suit if you're in tandems.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We're going for a ride, and you're just gonna be with me, and we're just gonna hop out and wash it over.
And I'm gonna follow you when your first lap out.
No.
Yeah.
No, 'cause it's my car.
Yeah, but I won't hit it maybe.
Won't hit it, maybe. Dude, it's not my car. You can keep up with this easy.
You know, he did promise to total that car one day.
Yeah. Now, luckily, it's not
Dude,
your
these doors are a
ownership.
dime a dozen. It'll be all good. It'll be all good.
So, but as you can see, the shop is a mess. It's actually less of a mess now because we've cleaned up some stuff and whatnot. But the shop's a wreck. We're trying to get ready. We're probably gonna be pulling a pretty late night trying to get shit done. But hopefully this thing is good. So let's put some brake fluid in it, pump the brakes a little bit, see if it'll be all right. Right?
Yep.
Yep. Timestamp. It is now 9:35, I think, 9:37. We got the brakes done. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, was that a nightmare. Now you know my pain from last night. Yeah. I gave it a solid try, and that's why I know it probably sounded aggravated to you, which I was, but it wasn't mad at you. I was mad at that fucking thing, which you were too. And now you know.
Come and find out, we were using the wrong damn tool.
We were using the wrong tool, and then we got the right tool, and then we used the right tool wrong. Then we used it right.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris for
Yeah.
the video.
Thank God. Well, that and I figured out that we started using the tool right.
You did figure it out.
So hold on, give me my credit. But we got the exhaust done. I went and I knocked out all the welds here on the front half. We got another hanger on there. It's a temporary hanger, but it'll work for now because we still got to get fucking Chris's car in here and get this diff in the Jenny. So we're going to get this thing lowered and listen to what it sounds like. It's going to sound similar to what it was, but without an exhaust leak. What's up, dude?
Chilling with the cat.
You big chilling with the cat, dude?
And Matt.
And Matt, is he sleeping yet?
No, they're about to be, though. They're cuddling hard.
Ooh, big snuggles.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. We might just tell him to sleep here.
Not before,
Huh?
not before we go to Checkers.
Oh, we got to go to Checkers.
Checkers, right, dude. They close at 3 a.m.
Dang, too bad this thing's not fucking tagged, dude. We could have taken the wagon. Ooh, we could have taken the van and the wagon, dude. I mean, maybe if he just follows real close. You know what I'm saying? But, all right, well, we're going to lower this. We got to grab the jump pack because it's deader than a doornail. Nah, it's a BMW. They all leak oil. So we're going to lower it, start it, hear it. We didn't get to the shifter, so you're probably just going to have to deal with sloppy shifter like we did at E-Town.
Yeah, it's
so you're gonna really experience this car.
Yeah, we're gonna send it.
The other thing he did do, I don't know if I showed this, but he put the SLR caster adjusters on there or whatever, so that he has a little bit of adjustment now.
So anybody with one of these, I don't remember what these ones are called. The ones that have like the stock bushings and everything in them. The reason why they always destroy this, no caster adjustment. You have to have caster adjustment. And oddly enough,
or the offset ones.
which basically adjusts your caster.
Correct.
Oddly enough, if you flip the SLR ones around, it'll work with it.
Yeah, it'll work perfectly fine, and you have adjustment.
Yeah, and like,
So-
you kind of want to just pull it back as far as possible to get the wheel as far forward as possible. Because as soon as you run a big wheel, you're just gonna chew the front of the car up.
Exactly. So, but we got the brake lines all bled. We have them tucked up. They're good. Nothing's dragging. The exhaust looks actually from like here. The exhaust looks nice. It almost, I don't want to say factory, but it doesn't hang super low like a lot of aftermarket exhausts that are thrown together in 2 hours are. So, yeah, we're probably not even really going to nut and bolt check this thing. We're going to do that at the track. So we're going to lower this down and hear how it sounds. Yeah, so we definitely got to figure out what's, honestly, I hate to say it, but you're going to have to use your other drift car as a storage unit now.
No, I need to figure out some place to put the dash and the carpet and everything for that car.
Yeah, in your other car.
In the car, because then we can't get in the car.
You don't need to till you pull it all back
Up
out.
the fuck there.
I mean, you can put it up there if it's out the way. Yeah, that's fine. But jump start it. We're going to see how this thing sounds. All right, jump box is on. Let's see how it sounds. Flip the key. Let's see. Oh my God. We don't even need a resonator. It sounds so good. Obviously let it warm up. Don't rev it, but we'll let it warm up for a second. But damn. I mean, I can talk to you.
Yeah.
Leave it running.
No, we're inside.
We're about to go outside. We don't need it inside no more. So we'll let this thing warm up, and then we'll give it a couple little bloop bloops, see how it sounds. Dang, dude. Nice little idle. Sounds real good. We got the new map sensor, like I said before. I might have to zip tie this up like Matt had, but we'll worry about that later. Shut the hood. Oh, oh, oh. Cut it hard. Dang, dude. Hell yeah. Well, it's got a headlight out. Definitely needs some love, but this thing's looking sick. It sounds so good. Dang, dude. Give it a little blip. Give it another one. Give it a good one. Hell yeah. It sounds good. It sounds good.
I really hate not having room to park right there.
Just park next to the Odyssey for now. We'll move it. Just leave it running. Well, I'm fucking stoked about that being done. That's fucking sick. So, but that's probably gonna be it for this video, guys, because we got to get working on Chris's car. Go check out his channel. You'll see everything about that. Go check out Orion's kick stream. He did a little one and stuff like that. He will probably be doing another one during DOD, but we're leaving tomorrow. So we got some things we got to do and knock out in the morning, get loaded up, be done. But if you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be sick. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.